excited. We glad to be here. Episode 4 PhilosoMe Talks podcast. We non-stop. We rolling. And we doing this on a weekday today.
They see me rolling.
Hey, we own it. We own it, man. You know, my fellas I felt like they were a little mad at me for this weekend, but guess what? We back.
Nah, you good.
It's all good.
We talked about it. We still friends, y'all. And that's what I know, man. So welcome back. Before we even get started, y'all, make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe, follow, like. I said that right? Subscribe, follow, comment, DM. Go ahead and get these ratings up. We need a 5-star rating if y'all on Spotify or whatever y'all listening on. However, y'all can give us a little credit.
Support
us.
Show us some love.
And we'll keep bringing it back to y'all every single week. But we want to make a toast.
Let's get it.
I got the hen dog, that Club Say. Got that hen dog. So what y'all sipping on, man?
I got a little rum. Little rum night tonight.
This is going Bacardi and peanuts.
Little orange juice.
I got some
juice mix.
I got some tequila going on over here.
All right, bro. All right, but I want to make a toast, man. And today is the first day of Black History Month in year 2021. So I want to make a toast to us. I want to make a toast to all the Black people, past, present, and future. All right? I want to make a toast to us. All right? Cheers, fellas.
Cheers.
So, what's on your mind today, fellas? Welcome back. Welcome back on this good old Monday. It is right now.
Yes, sir.
Good old Monday. This good old Monday. So happy Black History Month, fellas. What y'all thinking about today?
I'm thinking about why we just got a month.
Yo, somebody answer that question for me today.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Enlighten me, please.
I mean, I don't know if it was right or wrong, but I thought it was interesting. So
okay.
So they said, what did they say? They said something about the Emancipation Proclamation. Right, when was that? In February? Did he write down in February?
Somewhere around in there.
All right, she said that, and she said something else about the birthday of free slaves or some shit like that. Beginning in February. It was something like that.
I understand all of that, but why we get 1 month to celebrate all of this? Like, why we can't celebrate Black excellence all year and just talk about everybody that did everything all year? Like,
we can. That's up to us. Like, we gotta do that. Like, we can't expect them to do it. And who's saying that we only got a month? That's what I'm saying. We trapped into thinking that.
There we go. There we go.
We can have 12 months. We can have 13 months if we really wanted to get creative.
And how do you give somebody a month who's been in slavery for 400 years and been in bondage 400 years, you get them a month to celebrate? Like, what?
You get the shortest month of the year, too.
Right? Yeah. Yo, I didn't think you right. The shortest month of the year.
Bro, why would we even care? Why would they even care to give us longer than a month when they didn't care for us like animals back in the day?
You got a point.
It ain't that much progression yet. Like, it will be, but the progression is in us, man. Like, that's what I want people to understand. Like, that shit ain't about what they gonna give us. Like, we're making this their country by accepting shit like that.
I like it. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. You're definitely right.
Yeah. So it's that shit is up to us, man. And I'm gonna get that through our skulls one day. One day, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it, and we gonna win. Come on, man. We might as well be talking like that with this mental slavery shit. But
you right.
Happy first of what they call Black History Month.
Happy Black History Month.
Yeah.
All right. So the question is, how do you build trust in a relationship? But before y'all answer that, I want to know, what does trust mean to each one of y'all?
All right. So trust to me is it doesn't have a like specific. I can't give a specific meaning, but I can give an example of how I would trust, how I would want to feel trusting somebody. So I would want to know that you wouldn't say anything. Number one way is you wouldn't say anything in my absence that I wouldn't say in my absence. You know what I'm saying? So if I know that, unless it's to build me up, that makes me, if I can have that feeling, I trust you. Like that's one way that I know that I trust you. You showing me that you're trustworthy from other people. You know what I'm saying? So if you got somebody else that's close to you, you ain't telling me something about somebody that's close to you unless we all cool.
I think y'all misread my question. What is your definition of trust? Meaning definition of trust, not your trust in somebody. What's your definition of trust?
Oh, that's it. I don't even know how to answer that question.
Your definition of trust. Just don't use nobody. Just talk about your definition of trust. What is trust?
Trust is a belief.
Okay.
And trust is a faith.
Okay. What you got, Leon?
I had to define trust.
Well, trust is dependability.
Okay, like that. For me, it's believing in reliability and dependability. So that's what it is for me.
Word.
So okay. How do you build that in a relationship?
Oh, shit, bro. Like, it's hard because it's different for every person.
It takes time to build trust.
Okay, I agree.
So the way you build trust in a relationship is like many jobs, like many things. Like, all right, say you live with somebody. I trust you to pay the light bill on time. I trust you to take out the trash. I trust you to clean the house. I trust you to clean the dishes. You know? And that's how you build trust. Because when you show you can handle and you can do all those things, they could trust you.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Just because you can wash the dishes.
Well, it takes baby steps to build trust. Yeah. You got to work your way up to trust.
Unless you don't got time and you put them through a big ass test.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like in certain points, like trust is like you have to show like your vulnerability at some point in time.
Exactly.
You got to, bro.
But you're not going to show your vulnerability without you seeing other stuff. It takes time for somebody to show their vulnerability. No, they do little things. Like when you're messing with a female, she's not going to show a full vulnerability, but you work your way into it. But you got to earn her trust.
And so how do you tear those walls down if she don't show it up front? That's what I'm asking. Like how it's not just you ain't gonna get in there just because you washed the dishes and took the trash out, you ain't gonna make her trust you. I don't feel that way. Like, nah, I just because you washed my dishes, like, no, I'm not trusting you just because you did that.
Yo, I can tell you how you build trust, bro. Like if you're a guy and you want a girl to trust you, like I can tell you from this, I'm gonna try to tell you from two perspectives. So if you want a girl to trust you, I feel like, this is my philosophy. I feel like you have to understand her to a point to where you're taking things off her plate that she's not even aware of that should be taken off. Like when you take it off her plate and she don't even know that she needed this, like this would be a big help. Like if she ain't understood that and you take it off her plate anyway and she recognized that you did it, she'll start trusting you. You know what I'm saying? Because like Boogie said, it's the little steps, but being able to pay attention to a point where she don't even know what she needs and you paying that close attention to know and you supply it, like that'll start having her trust you. But you got to pay attention. Like I feel like you got to be able to pay attention, close enough attention to see those things because she ain't going to speak those words. That's something you kind of got to like watch, if that makes sense. Yeah. So that'll make her start trusting you because now you're doing shit that she ain't even thinking about. It's like in her subconscious almost. You know what I'm saying? And when you make it aware that, yo, I'm going to take this off your plate because I know this.
Yeah.
So
I feel like for a female, you got to make her comfortable. You got to try your best to make her comfortable with you to earn her trust too.
So making somebody comfortable is sometimes showing your vulnerability, right?
Well, that's the way to build trust.
Yeah. Yeah. So my question would be, this would be a more interesting question. Like, not more interesting, but a very interesting question is, how do you regain trust after trust has been broken in a relationship?
That's a challenging thing.
That's actually a very good question, and I feel like as a guy, from a guy standpoint, it's a lot of work, because I mean, it depends on what kind of trust you're trying to rebuild. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So it depends on what kind of trust you're trying to rebuild. If it's cheating, or telling a secret to somebody that she didn't want people to know about, it's different types of trust you got to rebuild. So I mean, I feel like in general, you got to do a lot of ass kissing.
You think so, bro?
I mean, because it depends.
I think it's a combination, though. I think it's ass kissing and honesty. I feel like once you break the trust, you just gotta be all out and just be honest about everything. You gotta, like I said, you gotta make her comfortable, but also you gotta be honest.
So I think to better answer this question, right? I think to better answer this question, how would a girl regain trust in you if she told one of your secrets, or she?
Man, you didn't even let me answer my own question, my question yet. But you didn't let me get my philosophy on it.
Oh, go ahead.
Yo, I think it's up to the person. I don't think it's shit that you could do to regain somebody's trust that don't trust you, bro. Like, I think it's up to them whether they trust you or not. You can give them the world, bro. If you can give them the world, and if they decide not to trust you, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? So it don't really matter. When they ready to trust you, they're gonna trust you. Like, you just, like Boogie said, you just gotta do the right thing. That's the only thing that you could do, is do the right thing. And if they choose to trust you, then they trust you. If they don't, then they don't. And then that's another discussion that y'all need to have. So
okay,
my take on that.
Okay. So how would somebody regain trust in you? How would you? How would somebody regain trust in you?
Somebody like me, bro. It's like, I feel like the only way somebody can regain trust in me is, it's so hard. I damn near think it's impossible. But I feel like if somebody was to come to me and tell me about every instant of distrust they did.
So the honesty. So Boogie was right as far as like,
yeah. So
honesty.
They got to go. They got to go back. They like, I want to hear the okay.
I want to hear all the dirt.
Fucking thing. Yeah, I want to know because I got to know that this is a person I should trust, or, bro, I respect you for doing that, but you did so much different shit. I don't even want to be involved with you. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna disrespect you or not, but I just don't want to be involved. So you got to give me the freedom of being able to do that for me to trust you again. So,
okay. What about you, Greg?
I'm along those lines as far as like when you said honesty, like honesty, what would help me like regain my trust in somebody? Like, if you've been honest, like, go back. I agree with Tweezy on that one, because other than that, man, you can sit here and buy me this, buy me that, buy me this, buy me that. That's not gonna say, well, I'm back. Well, I trust you now because you brought me a $1 million house. No, that's not, because you can still do whatever you was doing.
People put their faith in that money too, boy.
Yeah, you're right. So I agree with you, Boogie, as far as when you said honesty. Honesty, like, you got to show that honesty, because now, what else you got to show? What else? Because if somebody take you back off you buying them something, then you know you can buy them off for anything else. I think.
Yep. All it just got to keep getting bigger, though.
Yeah, no, you're right.
They kind of got to get tired of, like.
But the crazy thing, I feel like most people can be bought.
You said most people can be brought?
Yeah.
I think so, too. I think that's a part of, most people, yeah. And the crazy thing is, y'all know this Black History Month, so I'm gonna keep talking about Black people, because I want us to grow. I know what we could do, but especially Black people, because we cheap.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing.
I feel like the people that can't really be brought would be alpha females.
Okay.
That's how I feel. I feel like they can't. And when I say alpha females, I mean females that's on it, and they don't really need any extra or any help or nothing. They on it. They know.
That's crazy. Because the crazy thing you say that, because I was just having a conversation the other day about alpha. What she said, it was one of our callers, yo, and she said, alpha male. It's a beta male who's scared of the alpha female, or these beta males always want somebody to be like super submissive to them or dependent upon them and stuff like that. She said, ain't no alpha male want that. An alpha male wants an alpha female. And, bruh, I would agree.
I agree too.
I would agree, bruh.
I agree too.
I agree to the extent. I agree to the extent that I want a female who makes me level up. And when I say makes me level, even though I'm already here, you can bring more to make me like, oh, all right, let me level up some more. Like I want that because I can continue to grow. But if I bring in somebody who's submissive and like, I can't really grow. I like that challenge. So an alpha female really makes me like, or not even an alpha female. If I can say it in another term, let's say independent women, because a lot of guys run from independent women.
Yo, okay. I don't know, bro, because I don't know.
I like independent women.
But a lot of guys run from them though.
But I wonder what guys are running from that though, because I know people be saying that shit.
Because they don't need them. A lot of guys like to feel like they gotta be they like to feel like they need it. They want to be they want to feel like the female needs them. But a lot of guys feel like that.
How you know?
I know from like hearing that from a lot of females. It's like a lot of guys.
They could be just talking shit.
Nah, I mean I feel like because.
Yo,
let's say a lot of corporate women. Let's say a lot of corporate women who got that bag. They just feel like a lot of guys just scared of them because
Boogie loves the bag.
because they got it. And a lot of guys, because they come on so strong, like, I got this, I don't need you for nothing. So a lot of guys,
I want the bag.
They want to be felt like, I need you.
Bro, you know,
they want to hear that.
Is, like, the reason that I would be attracted to that independent woman is like, that just shows me you can have yours and I can have mine.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't, and I don't want your money. I'm glad you got your money. Let me have mine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We do something for each other and we do something for each other, but let's just keep our own money. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm making $20,000 and you making $120,000, let me keep my $20,000. You know what I'm saying? You do whatever the fuck you want to do with your 120.
But to me, it ain't even about the money standpoint. To me, it's just more so about I like a woman who don't need me. The reason why I say that is because, like you said, it will tie back into money, but it also just like we can also show each other a lot of different things, because when you don't need me, you can show me like, I don't need you because I can do this or do that. Like this, it really helps you out, because I've dated women who needed me and it's draining after a while. If somebody really needs you all the time, it's draining after a while for real.
So what you saying needed? Are you talking finances?
No, emotionally, mentally, like they need you. So it's draining me as an individual.
That nigga selfish as hell with his energy.
Like, no, I mean, I'm not selfish. No, I'm not selfish with my energy. It's just that sometimes you want to be lifted up, and sometimes you want to be.
You don't want it to feel like a job.
Maybe that's just not in you. You know?
Yo, exactly. You don't want it to feel like a job.
Yo, I feel you, bro.
Because if I got to constantly come home like, how was your day? It was bad. Oh well, you know what? You're gonna have a better day tomorrow. I can see. Matter of fact, let me do this, let me do that, let me do this. And she don't ask me nothing about my day. Meanwhile, I done had the roughest day in America. And I'm just sitting here like, yeah, I'll take it. That's a job after a while, because you came from a job. Now you got to go home to another job. So what about if you come home and you be like, how was your day? My day wasn't good. I did this. But nah, forget that. How was your day? No, my day wasn't good neither. Well, how about this? Let us both of us go do something that's gonna make our
that's some dope shit, bro.
Like let's have that.
Some dope shit, and you don't gotta ask for that shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You see, I'll be on some Tweezy shit. I'm like, listen, man, we gotta start meditating, because I can't be dealing with all this shit every night. You know what I mean? You gotta clear your mind.
Word.
Nah, you right.
Word up, yo. Fuck, I'm glad you said that shit.
But people don't. I feel like a lot of people don't tap into that. Like, a lot of people don't really look at the emotional side. Some people really look at the finance side, but emotional, like if somebody drain you emotionally, like that means you got to build yourself back up the next day. Like you got to build yourself back up. They're not building you up. You got to build yourself back up and like, all right, I got to get myself ready to go to work. I know she got this going on. I know she put this on me, this, that. All right, but I got to build. All right, let me get
That's true, bro.
It's a lot of work, man.
That's very true, bro. That's very true. And I feel like, that it is an a very huge emotional aspect to that shit. As far as being independent.
Yeah.
Like I feel like when you talking to somebody or when you connected with somebody like that, like that's something that y'all really should understand.
So how do you deal with that situation? Have you ever experienced that?
I feel like the only people that's dealing with that situation is the people that ain't properly communicating that it bothers them. Like, so if you communicate that shit, then you won't have to deal with that problem, hopefully. Because if you communicate it and you still have to deal with it, they ain't listening. Exactly. Like they not giving you that balance. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta be there for one another. So if it's draining you to support her so much, let's figure something out. Like, cause we both gonna be in a rut. It ain't healthy. You know what I'm saying?
So communication, and I agree with you. So communication is key. You have to communicate. Now, if you don't,
understanding is key. Communication is just
so
you gotta understand.
Communication with understanding is key.
Yeah.
Because if you don't say anything, you just keep coming home every day like, yeah, I rub your feet, I do this, I do that, because your day was hard. Like, nothing's gonna change. So if you communicate that and you understand what she's saying, or if she don't communicate back with you, then hey man, you might have to go ahead and pack your bags and on to the next, brother.
Yeah. But I don't know. I know people say those type of dudes are out there. Maybe I'm just not around enough guys. But I don't know enough. I don't know nobody that's scared of independent women. I just know women that say that shit.
But women do say that, but what guy do you know gonna come right out and say, yo, I'm scared of independent women? Like,
I think I'm with Tweezy on this one. I think women who are independent say that, but the women who are independent that say that, they are like, this is something, they could be extra picky. Or they just, I don't know.
But what guys do you know will admit that, though? That's what I'm saying. Do you know guys that would actually admit? Yeah, you say you would. But what guys do you know? That's what I'm saying.
To me,
I would too.
Outside of us on this call, what guys do you know would admit that? Like, yo, I don't like dealing with.
I don't know a lot of guys.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so you're speaking from a point, you don't know a lot of guys, but imagine if you did. What guy will openly come out and say, yo, I don't like it. I don't like that. No guy's gonna do that because they don't want to be seen weak in front of their homeboys. I can deal with it.
Then that ain't their homeboys then. So they should not be around them.
You're right. You're right. But if we're talking about the sense of a guy saying that, like dealing with that on an occasionally basis.
Man, I would be I just don't I can see that, but I don't understand it because all it do is for me to be like, bro, it's them independent women, bro. They be seeming intimidating as hell. So y'all could give me some advice on the shit. Because if I can understand y'all perspectives on the shit, then maybe I won't be intimidated.
But how many guys you know gonna say that the way you said it though? That's what I'm saying. It's not a lot.
All the guys I'm close to.
Yeah, you're right. It's not a lot.
It ain't a lot, but
so that's why I'm saying you hear it more from females than you hear it from males, because males ain't gonna admit like I'm scared of this girl because she got a bag, or I'm scared of this girl because she emotionally like she can run rings around me. A guy ain't gonna admit that. We gotta eat as guys, as certain guys, we do have egos. And they're scared to admit it. When I say certain guys,
we got what?
What would make a man be scared of a woman that got a bag though? I just don't get it.
Power. That they feel like money is power, bro. So
that means you probably ain't got either you're intimidated or you ain't got your shit together either.
Nah, because he could just not have money. Like so the thing is, he can have his shit together, he just ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? Okay. That he probably just at this point in his life, he ain't reached where he need to be yet. It don't work out like that for everybody, but I feel like that money aspect being power just in society, period. And then a lot of times women like that walk with a straight back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like niggas see that shit and then they don't They don't. That's too much power for me. You know what I'm saying? She'll have too much control over me because I ain't got no money.
But I also think guys with money feel that way too, because a lot of guys with money want women to be submissive to them as well, as far as that the women will need them. Because if women say, "I don't need you,"
and those are beta males too, because they have an insecurity in themselves, bro. So they use money to bait them in.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
a guy. Listen, any guy that got a lot of money and he's scared of a girl that got a bag, he's just trying to control her.
Exactly.
He chasing low self-esteem. It's a control method.
Yeah, that's a
like
fact.
I'm paying for this. I'm doing this. I don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? It's a control method.
Yo, one dude I respect is Ocho Cinco, yo. Like he got him. Like I don't even know the lady that he with. She gorgeous though, and she got her own bag. And he a future Hall of Famer right now, an ex-football player that done headbutt somebody. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. So, like, I respect him for that. He that guy, like, yo, I'm gonna go after what I want and not what I can get.
No,
So,
that's real.
Yeah.
So y'all think money brings happiness? How do you feel about that?
My philosophy on that is I think sometimes money do equate to happiness because it depends on what you believe in. When I say what you believe in, like, do you have a lot of faith in money or are you more so confident in yourself, this and third? Because I believe like people that got a lot of faith in money, like when they get money, they feel so happy. Like, I got $20,000 I can spend, this and thing. When they run out of $20,000, they sad. And they just depressed because they don't got no more money to spend. So sometimes it does equate to happiness. Is it right? No, I don't think it's right. But yeah, I do believe sometimes it does.
Money definitely makes you happier though.
Yeah.
Like I feel like money will definitely make me happier. Like if I can come up with some money, it's doing what I want to do, it's definitely gonna make me happier than doing it for no money. But does it make happiness? Does it make you out already be happy, bro? Like if you ain't already happy in some way, shape, or form before you get money, that shit ain't gonna make you happy. Because all you're gonna do is end up having problems that people with money got. So you gotta be able to figure out, you know what I'm saying, what your problems are at the level you want and solve them shits. Then maybe you might start getting some money. That might be why.
So you think money helps hide your problems? Or
money?
Temporary?
That's good. I like that.
Yeah, I think your problems probably no longer tangible with money. Then you start having other problems. You start having mental problems and emotional problems and shit like that. But people don't understand these tangible problems mean shit. It don't mean nothing. These tangible problems come and go. That shit inside of you, that's the shit people be having to go to therapy for. So people need to understand that part.
Facts.
Yeah, bro.
I think money, yeah, I'm agree with both of y'all. I think money, some people say, oh, money don't bring happiness. I don't know. I disagree. I agree with y'all, though. I think it brings happiness as long as you know how to use the money to bring you peace.
Yeah, peace, yeah.
So I feel like, my goal is, what money-wise is freedom. That's all I want. I want freedom. You know what I mean?
Peace.
And I agree with you because money do change certain things. Because money can change the way your family living. Money can change the way healthcare, like if your cousin or somebody couldn't get this or that, now you got money, you can pay for it. Money changes the school your kids go to. Money changes a lot of things. And it's sad that it takes money to change certain things, but that's the world we live in.
But I hear people say, what money it brings is stress too. Because not everybody wants something from you.
I think Tweezy touched on that when he said what he said. But money do bring stress in certain situations, as far as like the more. And who said that? Biggie or Puffy? One of them two said
Biggie.
Biggie's more money, more problems, and it do. Because I mean, now you in a different tax bracket.
I wouldn't know because I ain't never had more money.
Well, think about it though.
Problems y'all go through.
When he say that, meaning like.
Yo, that shit is true though. It's always something, yo.
Yeah, you right.
It is, yo. Every time I think I got a bag, They be like, gotcha, nigga. You know what I mean?
Facts. You right.
Yeah. That's the realest shit ever, yo.
Even back to getting those refund checks in college, I ain't even gonna front. Even back to getting those refund checks in college, like when you get it, you're like, oh, I got a bag this and the third, but next thing you know, like, I gotta pay this, I gotta pay that, or you buy this, you buy it, then like, yo, can you do this for like money? Do bring more.
All
problems.
these bills be coming out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Nigga, that ain't more problems. That's fucking problems that you know fucking buried.
It's problems.
You know buried.
It's problems.
That's catching up with your ass.
No, I think you're right. But
yeah.
You catching up with old problems you been hiding from. That's what that should be.
Yeah. Them chicks was just they were less important until you got money.
Light bill about 2 days from cutting off when you got that check.
Facts. You right.
Yeah. Nah, bro. I don't know though. I feel like money and happiness, they don't go hand in hand, but money definitely plays a part in it. Happier. Like I believe, it's my philosophy. Like it makes life easier. You know what I'm saying? Just existing in the world that we live in. But so you ain't gonna have happiness until you find yourself. I'm learning.
I was just about to say that. So do you agree, like, if you get to the point where money don't make you happy, you winning, right?
Yeah. But that can be money should never make you happy.
But but let me add on to that though. So if we're talking about you, right? I'm about to pose this question to you. If we're talking about you, and money don't make you happy, but in general, I'm just speaking in general, as far as like your cousin about to get evicted, your mom is struggling, your kids' school need to be paid. When you get that money, would it make you happy to be able to pay that for them now? Would that make you happy?
No, it'll make me happier. Okay. It'll make me happier. It won't make me happy. Like I'll be happier because I'm probably gonna already be happy. Like I don't think something tangible can make you happy. Like you can get excited about something short term.
I like that.
But I think like being happy, bro, that's it. It's inside of you.
I like that. You said happier. I like that, for real.
Yeah, it'll make me happier. Now, it won't make me happy, though. I'm already be happy. It ain't gonna make me happier, because this is the thing. If I ain't already happy, if that come up, my cousin got to get evicted, and I got to give my bag up, I'm be like, man, dang, bro. Like, I got to give my money up to them because they can't take care of their bills. I'll be thinking that shit. But if I'm already happy, it's be like, yo, I'm happy to give you this. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. To me. My philosophy.
I like that for real.
It's all about perspective, baby.
No, you made me look at it differently, because like it will make you happy because you're already happy. Like you don't need money to make you happy, but it'll make you happier to be able to take care of those people around you, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That should play a huge part. You know what I'm saying? Money for myself and just doing things for myself. Like we need it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that will. At this point, money will only make me happier.
So I agree with you. I
like that perspective. But let's talk about double standards with money. All right. Why is it okay for a man to mess with a broke chick, but it ain't okay for a woman to mess with a broke man?
Ooh.
Let's talk about those double standards.
First of all, I believe in double standards. Yeah.
You say you don't believe in double standards? I like it because
I do.
I like it because you hear a lot of women saying sometimes I do believe it's a control thing, because some women will say like, I don't mind that, this and the third, because they know they got that hold on you. Like you need this, you need that, so you gonna need me. Like I think that goes back to that alpha male, alpha female thing. You gonna need me. But in some instances, like I don't think it should be a thing that women shouldn't mess with, like, because sometimes people do go through hardships in their life, I feel. And when they do, you just that person that you end up dating or end up falling in love with, they had a hardship. So it's something that you're available to take care of that person, I feel.
Bro, that shit That shit crazy, yo. It's crazy that money interferes with love, yo.
It do.
Like that's it. Like women can't mess with a broke dude that's probably their soulmate because the soul is not tangible because of something so as tangible as money.
Sometimes being broke is just temporary, for real.
Yeah.
Sometimes somebody just waiting for a come up, or not even waiting for a come up. They know they about to have a come up, but it takes time to get to that come up.
Man, some people so blind they don't even know that money is a small problem of theirs.
Yeah.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? They don't. That's just like, yo, what about that man that can support you emotionally? That shit that you ain't gonna be able to find. Like they so blinded by money, bro. That's why that's the thing. That shit crazy.
And you get a rich nigga that can't support you emotionally. This nigga just don't have no emotion.
Now you sad. Now you want the one that don't got no money. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's it. Y'all be watching the movies. Y'all be all into the movies where it be like that, but in real life, y'all want somebody with a bag that they gonna spend on you. I'm telling you, bro, that shit crazy to me. Yo, that double standard. Think about this though. A dude be quick to change a girl's life with that money shit. He will want to help you. A dude to be like, bro, like don't worry about it. Like don't worry about it. And they already expect that shit because they want you to buy them a drink. Yeah. At the club when y'all first meet or take you out, they already expect you to blow money on them. That's it.
You can't buy me a drink. I ain't fucking with you.
Exactly. That's already an expectation of theirs, and it probably ain't unless you can't. You just don't want to. So they blinded by that shit.
What if you a guy say, yo, I'm gonna go in this club tonight. I ain't buying nobody no drinks. I got the money, but I ain't buying nobody. I'm gonna see who gonna mess with me. And just so happen you that girl, and you be like, nah, he ain't buy me no drink. This ain't. Meanwhile, he got that bag whole time
for a $10 drink.
Exactly.
And you want money, but you don't want to get to know nobody that you can't see.
Y'all ever had a girl come up to you in the club and be like, "Can you buy me a drink?"
Nah,
that shit happened to me before.
I don't think I'm attractive enough for girls to approach me. And
I'm like, damn, what's your name first? God damn.
I ain't never had that.
Bro, first of all,
to get you some damn water.
If a girl walked up to me in a club and asked me to buy her a drink, I don't even want to know her name. I'd be like, yeah, who the fuck are you? Hell no.
That shit happened to me mad times back in the days, yo.
Nigga, what the fuck was you doing?
I don't know. Because I wasn't no rich nigga. Like,
was you popping bottles or something?
Occasionally.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was asking for that shit then. That's what's gonna happen.
Okay. Now we get into it. Okay, so if a girl see a dude popping mad bottles, this and the third, she just assume like, oh, I can ask this nigga for a drink because he got money to do it.
My thing is, if I'm in the club popping bottles with y'all boys, it's because I'm celebrating with y'all.
But okay, I like that. So, but now you that guy who I'm popping bottles with my boys, and the girl come up like, can you buy me a drink? Be like, nah, I'm chilling. I'm good. And
I'll probably be like, yo, Grill, give me that bottle here. You can get some of this.
No, but think about this. And you be like, nah, I'm chilling. I'm partying with my boys. Then the third. And she tell you no. But meanwhile, you the main person got that bag. You the main person. And she just, I feel like that's gold diggers for real, because not even gold diggers, because I just feel like you stereotyping some type of person because he didn't want to buy me no drink. I don't want to talk to him.
Yeah. Man, my thing, you will never know how much money I got.
That's how it's supposed to be though. Cause you don't I feel like if you got money, you don't supposed to flash it out like, oh, I got money, come holler at me. This because when people hook up with somebody who got money, they just hooking up with you because you got the money. They know you got money. Mm. They ain't hooking up with you because, I know he Tweezy, I know he L Boogie, like I know him, he this, he that, he this. Bro, it's crazy that money makes the world go round.
At this point, the way the world moves now, bro, it ain't even the money. It's the facade of having it. Like, it's getting so easy for people to pretend like they got money these days that girls flocking after the wrong ones and they get trapped. Got them pregnant, like all type of stuff, yo. So it's like, People are so easily manipulated in society today, bro. You can really just fake like you got money.
So basically, if I'm hearing everybody right, basically what you're saying, just really get to know a person before you count them off. Like, talk to the person. Just because he don't want to buy you a drink, don't mean he broke this and the third. I mean, sometimes it could be in that case, but just really get to know somebody before you just turn them down and say,
bruh,
no.
I'm the type. If we go to a strip club, I'm gonna be like, yo, I don't want to dance. We could just talk. I want to hear some stories.
Come on, Tweezy, you can't be doing that.
Nah, you can't do that in no strip club now. Because they there for money.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give them the money. I'm gonna give them the money that they was gonna dance for.
Bro,
like, oh,
they don't want to hear no goddamn stories.
Nigga, they want it. They want the money, don't it? They want it. You rather work? You rather twerk that ass for the money, or you rather talk to me?
Okay, I get it.
So if you say, if I'm gonna spend $50 or whatever on a dance, then I'll be like, yo, I want to dance from you. Here go $50. Boom.
Nah, fuck that. You working for this money.
I need that song. I need to talk though. I want to talk.
But
I want to hear about these stories.
That's too easy.
But 9 times out of 10,
that's too easy for them.
Yeah, 9 times
it is,
they heard that already. And they done heard some BS. They done heard some BS added to it, so they just about their bag. So what do you tell a female who
I'm
just
trying to holler at them though? I'll just be saying, yo, I want to hear some of the crazy stories that y'all go through in this bitch, yo.
No, but what I'm saying, a lot of them girls who in the strip club, some of them are actually intelligent because they actually in college trying to pay this and pay that. But some of them they just there just to get that bag, and they just I'm about this bag. I'm not doing all this conversation, this, that, and the third.
Man, I'll just be interested. I'll be so interested in other people's lifestyles now, bro. I'll be wanting to know the stories. I'll pay for the story. Like, I know you can dance, you look good, but I want to hear like the story of a real stripper.
They about that bag, shit.
Yeah, they can be about it. I don't go to strip clubs, bro. Like, that shit. That'd be the fastest money I ever spent. I don't like that shit. So I went to the strip club, bro, and I went to the strip. This is how I am. I go to the strip club and be like, bro, we gonna get a section, and I'm gonna have $400 that I'm gonna spend. So I done got down to a science. I'm gonna look and see what stripper that I want for the night. Cause if you spread that shit around, I'm about to teach y'all young boys how to spend y'all money at the strip club responsibly. That's what I'm about to do. All right, so this is how I do it. Me and my boys, we get a bottle, all right, a bust on the bottle. I got $400. I got $400 that I'm going to spend in this strip club. I'm going to have 100 in each pocket, 100 in each one of my front pockets, and 100 each one of my back pockets. That's $400. So when I dig in my pocket and I only got one pocket left, I know I only got $100. So I'm going to find the one stripper in there that I want my dances from, and that's who's going to get my money the entire time. You spread that shit. 4 girls, you don't spend your $400. But if you get one girl that you want your dances from, give her the $400. She'll be happy.
That's real. You gotta get her from the beginning with me. Once you get that section, you pick what you want.
Yeah. I ain't even been to a lot of strip clubs, yo. The first time I've been to a strip club for real is I went to a strip club a couple times in high school, but I ain't had no money to spend. So I went to Onyx at CIAA, bro. CIAA at Virginia State. I went to CIAA the first time I went to Onyx in Charlotte. Bro, I fell in love with a stripper. That's when I knew strip clubs weren't for me.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
I was like, I can't do that. I can't be doing this.
Yo, bro, I went to a strip club in Miami, bro. That shit is dangerous, bro. It was a group of us, but we had a crazy bottle deal. And I'm not even exaggerating. We had like 13 bottles, bro. Shit was crazy.
Damn.
But shit was wild. But I'm with you, Tweezy. I can't be... That could become an addiction, too.
Yeah, that shit can become an addiction. Sex is an addiction.
And then it can mess up your head, too, because you start thinking like, all right, this is the type of woman I want. Like, it's a fantasy kind of, like...
For real.
I don't want to get too deep on this podcast, but that's all I'm going to go with that.
I do believe it's some women in the strip clubs that are trying to get out of the strip club and they're looking for that right guy to take them out.
Of course.
That right guy who understands them and who understands.
They not looking for the guy that's in the strip club, though.
Yeah. Not what I have seen some guys take girls out the strip club and turn them into
of
corporate
course.
women.
You know, yeah, that happens too. But
Yeah.
most times, you know, they want to keep it on the low.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
It's
But
a
nah,
mental thing too with strippers too. So they're
see, that's
thinking
the
like,
thing. That's the thing. That's why instead of this dance, I want to talk to you. Because I know your mental got to be a certain place to do that shit, yo. So
Nah,
I'm
you're
like,
right. You're right.
yo, I want to talk to you because shit, I wouldn't do it. Like, not that I wouldn't. I'd probably be scared as hell and nervous if I was a stripper, a male stripper. Nervous and shit.
Shaking like booty meat. Nigga been shaking like booty meat.
Yeah, bro. Like that shit is just shaking like food. Yeah, bro. That shit'd be hard for me to do as a guy, and I'm pretty confident. So I wanna talk to you. I wanna see where your mind at. You know?
I don't want to hear with my mind. I want this cash. That's what they gonna tell you.
Well,
Then now
I
you
guess
know. Now you know. All right. I know what she about.
that ain't the one that's gonna get my money tonight. Cause I might spend that first. You talk to me the first time. I might spend the rest of my little $350 on you. You know what I'm saying? Dancing and shit. So
a real chick like, I'm gonna find me another sucker there. This ain't working. I'll find somebody
no,
else.
you right.
she making the same money that she said making the same money that she gonna make if she was dancing
I
for
feel
me.
what you're saying though. I feel what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really
So
easy money though.
that's easy money. And that's easy money. Just tell me a story. I'm interested in your mind because you doing this shit and you good at it, and I want to know.
I like that you said you're good at it. So what if a girl is really good at telling stories and selling you a fantasy?
See, I guess that's be a fantasy that I believe. You talking about in a strip club?
Yeah, because some girls are actually good. It's like those veterans, like they know how to sell a good dream.
That shit is up to me.
Okay, I got you.
Like that's up to if she lied to me, I ain't do a good job at getting the real information out of her. I can only blame myself.
You're right.
So that's how it is. If I didn't make her comfortable enough with me to tell me the truth, then shit, that's my fault.
You're right.
Fuck it.
You right.
Yo,
you know you 100% right. Yeah.
I want. So, well, what the fuck was that?
I wanna argue on that and say something else, but no, you 100% right.
Oh man, this is my philosophy. That's my philosophy, man. All right, y'all. So we want to go into our next segment, the "What's Your Philosophy" segment, where someone DMs us or they calls us or texts us even, and asks us, give us a conundrum of theirs, where they will want our philosophy on that specific question or problem that they or somebody they know or something that they thought about. So this one, we got this a few times actually. So how do we help our youth, especially those who have absent parents? All right, so somebody else asked me, what are the effects of absent parents for the kids? So I think that I gonna play in between both of those two questions since it was highly requested. So what effects do y'all think absent parents have on kids?
My philosophy on that is like, so I grew up without my father in my life. And when I say that, I mean, I didn't have a father figure to show me anything. So I really leaned on my uncles a lot. And they showed me the ropes and showed me how that a black man has, prime example, a black man has to work, provide this and the third. So I worked my butt off as a adolescent. I worked my butt off. And the effect of my father is like just being with my mom. Like when I go home, I just had to be with my mom. I didn't have no male figure there at home with me. When I say at home, like at my house. So I had to be with my mom and my sister, which I didn't hate. I love both of them dearly. But it's just being there with both of them. And I didn't have a male figure to like go shoot basketball with, teach me this or do this. I had my uncles, prime example. I had my uncles, but at the house, I didn't have nobody. So it does play a big part because, I mean, you want that male figure at the house to tell you, like, you don't have to do this. When I say you don't have to do this, meaning, because prime example, let's just talk about this. If a male is being raised in a household full of women, and women go get their nails done, hair done, this, and the third. A male gonna think I gotta go get my nails done, hair done, this, that, and the third, because that's all they see in their household. A male's not there to tell me I don't have to do this or do that.
I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes you kind of a kid to just know because the mom can still be a mom can raise a man too, bro.
A mom can, but I'm saying what a male see. So what I'm saying is what a kid see. So imagine if you raising a household where or a mom don't say that.
So
or
you
say
saying
this.
that?
Oh yeah, hey, I get what you're saying.
Okay, so you gotta say the mother gotta know her level of when raising the kid. So he don't pick up the female tendencies.
Yeah. Because a female does have to know that, so a male don't pick up those female. Because if a female don't know that, a male gonna think like, I gotta go get my nails done, my hair's done, I gotta look perfect to stand a third. But if a female know, like, no, I gotta take him to the barbershop. I gotta teach him that he don't have to do this weekly or this, that. Like,
yeah, I get that. I mean, my philosophy is the effect that it has on a kid, man, is well, from personal experiences, number one, for if they're the oldest kid, I think sometimes it really depends on which kid they are. Like if you're the oldest kid of a single parent home, especially if it's a woman, like that kid has to grow up so fast. So you kind of take that childhood away from that kid. When you got a single mom raising multiple kids on her own, the oldest is kind of going to be like the provider protector in mom's absence, and you got to be responsible so fast. You don't really get the opportunity to be a kid. So that's one of the effects if they're the oldest kid, and especially if you're an oldest boy. So I know I'm sure it's a lot of psychological effects too on a kid as an adult that I can't really even begin to touch on, but I don't know, man. Like it's hard, I could assume. And when we say absent, if we're talking about like completely nothing to do with, like that's really difficult. Like a single parent home where the parents are actually like co-parenting effectively, like that could be different. But a completely absent person, especially if they choose to be outside of that person's life, like they like they just not, they didn't pass or nothing like that. They just not there. That shit could hurt worse, bro. Because you know there's somebody out there that you could probably feel like just don't want you. So you can carry the shit that happened as a kid, that shit follow over to an adult. But I would suggest that if you're a single parent, like make sure the most and first and more important thing is like the kid. Because it's so easy to, want to put your job over the kid to, take care of the kid. But shit, God forbid something happened and the kid ain't there no more, then you ain't gonna need a job. You ain't gonna even be able to function. So that would be my suggestion is to.
Well, my philosophy is I grew up with both my parents, so I think, but what I would think is psychologically affect the kid as far as, especially like the younger kids in elementary school, they see both their parents come pick them up, they talk about, oh, my mom, my dad, and stuff like that. And I think that affects the kid, As far as single parents, it's rough. It's rough as a single parent. I'm not gonna lie. It's very hard. But what you were saying as Grit, like bringing your parents, I think that does affect the kid though. If you're a mother and you bring your son to the nail salon and stuff like that, I think you do kind of got to be careful with that. This is my philosophy. I think some kids will pick up on that tendencies, but I can't talk too much of it because I grew up with both my parents, so I don't want to.
Bruh, think about when you have those like donuts for dad, and that kid got to be in class, and that kid in class, and that their dad is never there. Like
especially when I used to work in the school system back in the days, and they used to do like Father Day projects and stuff like that, and like for the elementary kids, And one kid was like, well, I don't have my dad. My dad's never around. And I felt so bad. Like, it was really sad how he was explaining it. And like,
if that shit make you sad, imagine them having to live that shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit. Thing. So like that's the psychological and emotional effects that type of shit can have on a kid of the completely absent father or completely absent mother, because there's some absent mothers out here too. So,
but I would say that would make me sad because I actually lived that life. Because if I hear a kid saying something like that, like I had one kid one time tell me he didn't even know, he knew his father was from Hawaii. And he wanted to actually see his father. He knew he was from Hawaii, but he never met him. But just like, I mean, like I know my father this and the third, but like just not having him present in my life growing up, it just hearing kids talk about, I want to see my father this and the third, or I haven't seen my father, or even just hearing kids say I got my father, just like that bothers me because
you know how that shit feels.
My father hit me up. Prime example. I remember when I was playing football in high school, I broke my ankle. My father called me on the phone. His mother came and visited me in the hospital, checked on me, see if I was doing good and everything this and the third, but he didn't come. That hurt me. Like, I'm like, why you can't come and see me? Like, you my father. First off, this and the third, like, you my father. You can't come and see me, but your mother can come? I spend more time with your mother than I did with you.
Do you think he was like embarrassed? You know, some people like no, but don't look at it like that, because sometimes some people, they want to do it, but they've been gone so long that they don't even know how to do it.
No, he wasn't. I just felt like it more so. I felt like it was just because he didn't really understand how to be a father. And when I say that, because like, yeah, me and my sister was his first kids, but it was just like, dude, come on now. Like, your kid in the hospital, I broke my ankle. This was painful. It was a painful moment in my life. Yeah. You wasn't there. And like that at that time that did something to me. Like,
how you feel like it affect you as an adult?
As an adult, like, it was just like, it taught me to be, if I do have kids, to be there for them, because I understand how that felt as a kid, like just not having your father there, because we grew up in a city where we played football, we did this, we did that, and you had to be tough. But also, my mom had to be the man. Why my mom got to be the man? My mom is a woman, first off. She's a woman. Why she got to be the man and the woman? That doesn't make sense to me. I don't get that. Why a female is forced to be the man and the woman in a relationship with a child who y'all both made together. I don't understand it as an adult now. I don't understand that.
Yeah, I think that's hard. I don't understand how somebody could do it too. Either, to be honest, with their kid, like that's some shit that I really could never even fathom to understand. How could you be completely separate from your kid?
Like, you gotta be a cold dude, right? Like, you gotta be cold like to say, like,
know that you got somebody running around that's yours, that you created,
who's hurt, like they're hurting. Like, I imagine if any guy have kids and their kids are hurting, they're gonna feel that pain. Like, oh no, I can't. Like, my kid is hurt. This and the third. You're gonna feel that pain, but you wasn't there. You called me. Like, nah. But prime example, like, you called me when you thought I was going to the NFL, or you thought I was doing this. You called me and you made that call. Like, and I still respect my father to this day because he's my father. But at the end of the day, like, my mom is my real MVP because she was there for me.
See, that would piss
emotionally.
Me off. That would piss me off.
It does, but I mean,
when you thinking like, all right, he might go to the league. Let me try to get a good relationship. Like, come on, bro.
That's crazy.
Because don't try to talk to me when you think I'm about to get picked up by a team.
I will say to this day, I remember this vividly. Like, my father called me and he said, like, he called me on a Christmas Eve. He told me he needed money for his Christmas for his other kids he produced. He didn't say it like that, but he was like, yeah, I need money for this. And I'm like,
he called you for money to take care of his other kids?
And I'm like, nah, I don't got it. But in a sense, it made me feel some type of way. Like and prime example, I had, and when I say I have respect, I didn't curse him out this and that. I said, I don't got it. But it just made me feel like, hey, like you just, I remember one time out of my life.
You a bold dude, bro.
I remember one time out of my life, you gave me and my sister $100. And I felt like that was the world when you gave us that $100. That was one time out of my life. You gave us $100. And I feel like that was the world. Like, yo, we can do this, that, and the third. He gave us $100, but not knowing I was a kid, the $100 ain't nothing, but it felt like the best thing in the world. But I felt worse when I went to a track meet and you said what's up to me, and I'm like, what's up?
Shit, I spent.
And the kid, other people around me was like, who is that? And I'm like, yo, that's my dad. I didn't really recognize you because I haven't seen you. So that's what I'm saying. What really bothers me to this day, like, you got to be present in your kid's life because that kind of stuff will challenge a kid and will hurt a kid. It's trauma. Because I mean, I remember this day. I remember that because my teammates, when we was on the track team, we went to a track meet. I remember that. It was like, who is this dude? Because when you said it, I kind of looked at you like, when you was like, what's up, son? I'm like, oh, that's my dad.
Damn. Yo, so what would you suggest a kid that's going through that right now do? What type of guidance would you give to them?
It's hard to say what kind of guidance because, like, you gotta fight through it. I would say you gotta fight through it. I would say that. But it's kind of hard to say fight through it because, like, this is somebody who hasn't been present in your life.
Okay, so if you say it's hard to say to fight through it.
Well, I would say, a kid that's going through it, you got to be active as far as, get yourself involved with sports, get yourself involved in positive activities. Because what happened is, let me tell you, hold on, before you cut me off, but especially in the urban cities areas, what happens is they don't have the father figure, so they get involved with gangs, they get involved with the wrong old heads that lead.
But what about the student like Grip though? So a student like you, Grip, that's went through it like you. Like,
yeah, I was involved in sports. I live sports. Yeah, that's what I did.
What would you suggest them do now if they're going through it right now? Or if somebody may say they older now.
If they going through it, if a kid going through it right now, I would say still respect your father. When I say respect, I mean don't curse somebody out saying F you, this, you ain't my father. No, show that respect. When I say show the respect, like, hey, no, I'm good. This and the third. Show that respect. Because they still, at the end of the day, no matter what, they're still your father. But you know what it is. Because
what would you tell an adult that's grown through it, like in the same situation as you? What would you tell them to do?
An adult?
Yeah, that's somebody parallel to you. Same age, going through the same shit.
Like, at the end of the day, you know what it is. Because I had to, and it's crazy because I had to face that fact. Like, I know what it is. I know what he mean to me. Because at that point in time, he kind of showed me what he mean to me. Like,
what is that?
You just here. You're my father, but you just here.
That don't make you feel no type of way?
It did, but I mean, I will say my mom was strong enough to show me, my mom and my pastor, like, they was both strong enough to show me, like, no matter what, respect your elders and respect, like, because no matter who, your father, it's your father, no matter what. So don't disrespect him and say F this, you this, that. Don't do that. Show that respect. You my father. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like sometimes respect will carry you a long way because I respect you.
All right, you show the respect, but do you still send a Happy Father's Day text?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yo,
what about birthdays?
Birthdays, I mean, if I get on Facebook and know it's his birthday, I'll say happy birthday. But other than that, like,
yeah, I feel
it's nothing more than that because
I just want to see your level. That's all.
Because my mom, at the end of the day, my mom struggled through what? I'm 32 now. My mom struggled through 32 years of really showing me love. My mom, and I applaud her for that. My mom really struggled through 32 years of raising me as a male.
That's crazy. Bro, okay, bro. do you feel any type of like? How do you feel though? Because do you feel like that's a void? That's something that, because this is the thing, yo, that I feel like black men go through. Like we don't confront our traumas. Like we have those traumas that shit. But we probably say that we don't give a fuck about it. We could say that, like, man, I don't give a fuck. Like that shit don't mean nothing. But that shit really, if we really do take a deep dive into ourselves, it do. Like, because every single trauma that you have as a kid, you start making decisions as an adult off of those shits if you don't confront it. So if you're emotionally unavailable to a certain level, it's gonna fuck up your emotional vulnerability to anybody.
I will say I'm at peace with it. When I say I'm at peace with it, meaning I understand what it was and what he did. And when I say that, meaning I know for my kids, I have to be there because I don't want to be that father who had a kid and he broke his leg or he did this, who did that, and he's just my kid. I don't have to be there, this and the third. I understand, like, I have to be there. So for me, it made me in my mind just like, I got to be there for my kids. I understood, like, I feel like that's something we talked about before. When you see people act in a certain way and you understand how they act, you got to take it as what it is.
Accept it. Yeah.
You gotta accept it, because
but you can't accept it till you confront it. And I ain't saying confront him, but confront it within yourself.
And I did confront it within myself. When I say I confronted within myself, I made that decision within myself. Like, this is who he is. Yeah. And I will say somebody who helped me overcome that was my uncle. My uncle, that's his brother, and he never told me one time like, oh, he ain't this, he ain't that. He said, no matter what, he's still your father. He said, I know how he is. He do me the same way, this and the third, but at the end of the day, he's still your father. Yeah. And I respect him as, like, he did help give birth to me.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, man, you as a guy and as a father, you got to take care of your business. If this is what you produce, you want this to represent you, not just at a time when it's convenient, like, oh, he about to go to the league. I'ma shout him out. I'ma do this. I'ma do this. Nah, that's not how this works.
Can I ask you another question?
What's up?
So now you said he's your father and you're gonna show him respect as him being your father, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
So even though you show him the respect, you don't respect him though, right?
No, because if I'm showing respect and not really respect him, and it's being fake. When I say I respect him, like, if he come around, if he come around and say, so like we have a family meeting or a family reunion, this and the third, I'm not going to disrespect him. Like, you ain't nothing to me, this and the third. Not.
Oh, okay.
I respect him because he's my father. Biologically, he's my father. Yeah. I respect him for that.
I get what you're saying. So you're not going to act like you some happy father and son relationship type shit.
Now, when we go into like, oh, he's been there for the family. No. All right. Now, nah. I'm not. I'll fall back on that. I'm not going to disrespect him in front of everybody. Like, nah, he ain't do it. No, I'm going to fall back on that.
I hope he sees this episode.
Because you got to respect the situation, for real. You really do got to respect the situation.
Yeah. That shit crazy, though. I can relate, bro. Like, I'm the oldest of 5 of a single parent. So that shit was difficult for me growing up.
Yeah, that sounds very difficult.
It does.
That's it. Well, yeah, that shit is difficult, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
That shit difficult with 2 motherfucking parents. Yeah. Imagine 1. That's crazy.
Yeah. So oldest of 5 of a single parent, bro. That shit get difficult. Fast.
I mean, it does bother you when you think back on, like, if I think back on, like, right now when I'm thinking back on, it does bother me, like, to the point, like, prime example, like, if I watched the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, as far as the episode when he talked about his father, like, why he don't want me, like that, I will say, as a man, that broke me down, like, hey, why you don't want me? Like, I'm here. Like, that episode really broke me down to, like, I'm everything you thought I could have been, but you don't want me. And it's crazy that some fathers just be like that. But I don't want to be that father. I really don't. I don't want to be that father that does that.
You don't think it was something against your mom that made him do that?
Even if it was something against,
that's still wrong either way. But I'm just saying.
I don't think it was, but because what I could see within my eyes as far as growing up. So when I was in high school, my mom never disrespected my dad in front of me. My mom never was that parent like, man, forget your dad. Your dad ain't. She never did that.
Yeah.
She real for that though.
For real, bro.
But she always kept it real to me. Like, I'm sorry, he ain't gonna do that.
I want to take the time and thank Miss Griffin for putting money on my books when I was, I was down bad. Nah, I want to say I love you, girl.
Nah,
I want to say thank you for that. Yeah, she definitely put some money on my book.
And that's the thing. That's the thing I can say about my mom's. Like, she kept it real, and she never disrespected my father in front of me. Now, when he didn't show up and when he didn't do what he's supposed to do, she was like, nah. Like, she kept it real. But I mean, other than that, like, she never told me like, disrespect your father, do this, do that. But when he disrespected us and didn't show up and then when he did what he said he was gonna do, she felt some type of way about that. Which I mean, she should have. So I mean, that's real talk. Like, you gotta, as a father figure, if you're not in your child's life right now, make it your business to get in your child's life and to be in your child's life and to be present, because that does. It didn't have. I will say my mom was strong enough so it didn't have an effect on me, and my uncles was there as well, so it didn't have an effect. But had it not been there, it would have bothered me. I will say that.
Yeah. Word. No, that's probably why you like being in kids' lives, bro. That's probably why you took the path. Because
it bothers me when a kid if a kid tell me like, Mr. Grant, my father, like, prime example, if a single parent come to me like, yeah, he really want to do sports, he really want to do this, he really want to do this, but I really take them up under my wing and like really show them support, because I know how I feel. That it hurts.
I'm not gonna front. There's a big difference, like down south and up north. Like a big difference, like especially like quality of life, and like poor down south is a lot worse than poor up north.
No,
really? Because like there's a lot more programs up north than there is down south.
I agree with you.
You know what I mean?
Like what?
Huh?
Like what? That's interesting. I ain't never know that.
Yeah, it's so much like programs for kids, and especially in the urban areas. But because you guys are from South Carolina, the country, you're on your own out there. Like, it's no man's world out there. So it's like survival of the fittest. Like, maybe you got a neighbor or somebody who can help you out. But like up north, there's all types of little recreation programs.
Yeah, that's why in movies, the kids always walking from something.
Yeah,
like after school, the kids in those movies up north in New York, they always walking from something together.
Yeah, I mean, and I noticed that like. It's a big difference, yo.
Other than sports, man, that's for real. That's all we had.
Yeah.
And like, if those coaches wasn't like father figures to you, you ain't really got nothing.
No, that's true, bro. You're right. That's what we did. We played sports in the trailer park.
And that's real
Mars
talk.
Bluff. Yeah.
And so at that sense, that what else do you got to raise a kid other than the streets? So if a kid don't know anything else other than that, streets is what's gonna raise them. So I mean, you got to be present. So the question was, do it have an effect on me as an adult? Yes, it does, because I'm affected because I want to treat my kid. When I have kids, I want to treat them better than what my father treated me. Am I ashamed to say that my father treated me? He wasn't present? No, he wasn't present. And when I hope we do hear this episode, I'm not bashing you by any means, but you wasn't present in my life the way you were supposed to be. So, I mean, hey.
It is what it is, bro.
Yeah, facts.
The first step to recovery, bro, you got to accept that shit. You accept that shit. Everything else, you roll from there. That's the thing, man. We got to stop hiding from reality, bro. That's what's keeping us in this fucking rat race in this whole period. Any type of reality. Stop hiding from it. And we'll once we accept it, instead of these fantasies and shit like that, we'll be in a better place in totality. Yeah.
So, fellas, I enjoy the conversations we had tonight. They were very vital to me, to you, to everybody. I hope it touched a lot of people.
Yeah.
So the quote I want to leave y'all with is from the great Bob Marley. The greatness of a man is not how much wealth he acquires, but in his integrity and his ability to affect those around him positively.
Word.
Hold on, I gotta say that again. Positivity. All right, hold on. All right. So the quote I gotta leave y'all with is from the great Bob Marley. The greatness of a man is not how much wealth he acquires, but the integrity and the ability to affect those around him positively.
Nah.
What, man?
You still say that shit wrong.
Positively? That's not right? Positively?
Nah.
You want to read it?
No. That definitely how you say it.
I didn't read it then.
How you say it?
One of y'all got to read it.
How you say it?
Positively.
That shit.
Positively.
Positivity. It don't have a D in it. Positively.
Not positively. It's positively. It's 4 syllables, not 5.
Positively.
You saying positively. It's
So you saying
positively. Positively.
All right, so you say it then.
Say it again.
You say
I'm
it,
saying
man.
something else if I gotta say that shit.
Go ahead and say it, man.
Girl. Say that shit again.
All right, I got another one.
No, girl. Say it again, bro.
All right, I got it.
Girl,
Okay,
come on, man.
okay.
Say it one more time.
Change will not come if we wait for some other person or if we wait for some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek.
It's all in us, y'all. We the answer.
Hey, man. Let us know how y'all feel about this, man.
Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Give us a 5-star rating. All right, man. Yeah. See y'all next week.